guys, this reading is for Aquarius, so I'm going to be pulling a few cards to see what, not necessarily what's hidden from you, but it could be something you don't know that you need to know. Whether it's something that is hidden per se, I'll leave that up to you, you know what I mean, to decide. But anyways, when I was pulling cards to see whose reading this was going to be for, I pulled the Star. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. That is an Aquarius card, so therefore this is an Aquarius reading. There's no timestamps, there's no date, even though I will date the day that I recorded it. It does not necessarily represent the time that reading, or that this reading is for necessarily. You know what I mean? It could be then, but it could also be any time. I feel like when you find this, you're supposed to find it. But anyway, needless to say, I'm going to get into it and stop running my mouth. And I'm going to take some jumpers and see what pops out. And we'll go from there, Aquarius. Alright, got one card. Out of all that, we got one card. Y'all stubborn. Temperance. Alright, maybe you're showing some type of restraint somewhere. Something that you're having to hold back on. You're not trying to be a lush, you're not trying to overdo it. You're trying to find a balance and peace within the situation. But I possibly feel like I said, that you're showing restraint somehow. I'm not sure why. Possibly a Capricorn, but if not, it ain't. Either way, you're showing restraint from something that you used to have an issue with. Possibly addictions, possibly a person, an event, a thing, a scenario, a drug. It doesn't matter. You're showing restraint from that right now. I don't understand exactly, like, if it's a drug, then I understand. But if there's something else that it could be, I'm kind of trying to figure out what it could be. But I think it has something to do with a prospect of love or a new beginning with someone you love. Maybe because of some things you found out, or there's a truth that you feel like you need to know. You've been loyalty and you've showed restraint, and maybe there is something that you know that you haven't brought it into the surface yet. It's possible. Damn, where the hell you got going? Alright, so you're doing really well for yourself, but I feel like there's a choice that you're coming upon where you're like, you're waiting for something, like you're waiting for a new opportunity or this new thing that's supposed to be taking place in your life. I feel like you have some kind of notion of it, and you're waiting on it. You're waiting for this new idea, this new creative thing, this new possibility that you can choose. You're waiting for that to be able to be chosen. What the? Nine of Cups. Alright, so you're on your path to self-fulfillment, and whatever this decision is, you're going to ultimately make the one that leads you to a Nine of Cups, which is learning, to love yourself again. Perhaps you've been through some things in the past. Like I said, you're showing restraint and healing, and the devil that came out. It's possible that you were in a codependent relationship, or you suffered for some addictions, or somebody around you did, and it affected you really, really heavily, to where it was even in your energy. And I feel like this Two of Wands that's coming upon you, even though you may not see it now, is ultimately going to be what leads you to your Nine of Cups. You're going to have to make that decision and see the truth for what it really, really is, and ultimately that's what's going to lead you there, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to get to the 9 before you can get to the 10. You know what I mean? And you are on your way. You're well on your way, and you have accomplished lot of things. So, you need to be aware of the progress that you've made, I think. And I think that sometimes in your areas of restraining, you don't really necessarily see it that way. Yeah, just pulled strength. Leo card. You may have Leo in your chart. Or this is something that possibly will be happening around Leo season, which is the end of July to the end of August. So it could be something that takes place then. But whatever this is, you will be pulling upon what makes you, your strength, your inner strength, because you use that anyways. And this is what makes you stand out. This is what makes you resilient. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, your ups and downs. This is going to be what leads you to the good places in your life. Like I said, the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Might be even time to celebrate a collaboration, a possible job promotion, or some kind of celebration that has to do with a job or your pinnacles, maybe an increase in money. Those are the things that also are going to come as a part of that Nine of Cups. And once you get that point, you're going to understand what it means when you had to make that decision. I hope you know what the hell I'm talking about, because I don't, Aquarius, I don't. Yep, you pulled the 2 and you got the 3 of Wands. So yeah, you're waiting on your ships to come in. You're gauging all the choices. Like the choice is coming up, but you've already thought about this, and even though it's not in real time going on right now, you've played the scenario out in your head, and you do already know what you're going to do and what decision you're going to make if it's brought to your attention. And if you make that decision, you're going to contemplate the next step, the next move. You're going to wait and see what happens, as a result of you making that choice. Because this is your manifestation. This is the things that you wanted. You've tried very hard to have, and you've been able to take things that were just plain shit and turn it to gold. And your creativeness and your resilience and your energy and your willingness to help others and the hope that you've always got within yourself, even in tower moments, is helping you manifest this Nine of Cups for yourself. And there are people that are going to be around you that will talk, that are going to try to put their hand in it, get a little bit of sugar out of the pot because they feel like they are deserving of some reason. People are entitled to everything nowadays. If anyone's ever spoke to you and gave you a damn idea, or if anyone's ever told you, hey, you need to dye your hair blonde, and you did it and it looked good. That's how ridiculous it is. People are going to want their hand in this pot because they know that it's gold. They know that you're on your way, or that you're going to be successful, and that you're generous, possibly to the point of being taken advantage of from time to time. So, a lot of these people are going to attempt to take advantage of you, which is what these type of people do. Alright, so now you're learning, you're mastering this. You're mastering the deception. You're mastering the ability to be able to discern between people's intentions. You can feel those things sometimes about people, but you're actually able to take it a step further now and implement the energy you get from this person into the next step, like the next interaction, like how this person would be with you at, in the next few minutes or the next hour or the next week. It doesn't matter how long in the future, but based on the energy that you're getting from that person right now and presently, you'll be able to tell if it's worth you even bringing a subject up, or worth you even trying to talk to somebody about something. You know what I mean? You'll know. And so it's going to be not only efficient for you, it's going to be helping you not to waste time and not to put yourself out there and set yourself up for rejection, to where that adds to your depression and things that don't serve you well. You are able to read the energy of things and people and vibes, and so now it's time to take that a step further and take that energy and that vibe you get from that person and implement it in real life. Like, what would this person be doing or say to you if you were to ask them something right now? Don't just feel the vibe. Take that vibe and place it in a real life scenario and see if it's something that you can benefit from, or you can get help from, or you can do something with. You know what I mean? That would be your best bet. I don't know, Aquarius. It's kind of weird, but I hope you understand your reading, because it's kind of confusing to me, and I'm an Aquarius moon, and I have no clue. So obviously this was not for me today. So yeah, it is what it is, but this was for somebody out there with an Aquarius in their chart, or someone who's watching for an Aquarius perhaps. But thank you guys for tuning in, and if you want a reading, you can email me at Wanderlust, WANDERLUST. So it's going to be wanderlustbree17 at gmail, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.